Did you know that Saint Michael the Archangel was the only angel of God who fought and emerged victorious against Lucifer? During the rebellion, his name took on even greater meaning, as it means, "Who is like God?" Among the most faithful angels to God, there was one in particular who stood out in the midst of battle. He was one of the strongest, and although he was not a superior angel, his love certainly was. Michael the Archangel, despite being of a lower angelic rank, carried a divine flame within him. He stood out for his righteousness, and his faith illuminated many. In the darkest moment, at the most terrible hour, when the multitudes began to doubt their Creator, a voice rose above the rest. He stood before Lucifer, looked him in the eye, and declared, "You are arrogant," shouting in the midst of the assembly of angels, "Who is like God?" However, confusion and chaos reigned in heaven. Lucifer incited the masses to rebel against their Creator, unleashing what became known as the Great Rebellion. In this battle, Michael led God's strongest and most glorious army. At that moment, he radiated more light than any other being. Michael, the unshakable, Michael, the warrior prince of God. His fierce and overwhelming love struck down many who fought in favor of error. Even among those who battled alongside Lucifer, many recognized that nothing could penetrate the armor of his unwavering faith. Amid doubt, he remained the most invincible of all. Saint Michael the Archangel, the undefeated celestial warrior, radiated a light so powerful that it dispelled the shadows of doubt and fear in the hearts of the confused angels. Meanwhile, Lucifer, in his boundless pride, refused to yield. And in a loud voice, he declared, "I will ascend to heaven. Above the stars of God, I will exalt my throne and be like the Most High." If you want to learn more about this story, I invite you to read Isaiah 14, verses 13 to 14. Amid the chaos of rebellion, when many angels wavered and feared falling into error, the Archangel Michael stood firm. His unwavering faith and determination made him a beacon of hope, guiding his brothers so they would not succumb to Lucifer's temptations. With words full of truth and courage, he reminded them of God's greatness and the destiny that awaited them if they remained loyal. This rebellion unleashed the greatest war ever seen in the heavens, a struggle between light and darkness, between loyalty to the Creator and insubordination. Saint Michael is one of the 7 great celestial princes. Along with Gabriel and Raphael, he is one of the 3 angels most frequently mentioned in the Holy Scriptures. But unlike the others, Michael was not just a messenger. He was a fierce warrior, a stronghold of justice, and a tireless defender of the kingdom of heaven. For his bravery in battle against the dragon, the Church has granted him the highest rank among the archangels, calling him the Prince of the Heavenly Hosts and the Commander of the Divine Militia. But how did an archangel, considered lower in rank than Lucifer, manage to defeat the one who was believed to be invincible? Was it the power of his sword or his unshakable faith in God that led him to victory? To understand this better, let us look at what the Scriptures reveal in Revelation chapter 12, verses 7 to 9, where it says, "Then war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. But they were not strong enough, and they lost their place in heaven. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil, or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth, and his angels with him." The battle in the heavens was over, or at least, that's what they believed. Lucifer and his fallen angels had been cast out, but their war was far from finished. From the depths of the earth, His voice echoed like a cursed whisper, sowing doubt, instilling fear, and corrupting God's most beloved creation, humanity. Saint Michael, the prince of the heavenly host, knew that the true confrontation was only beginning. This time, the fight would not be waged with swords of light or celestial armies. Now, the battle would take place within every soul, in every choice between good and evil, in every heart wavering between faith and darkness. From that moment on, Archangel Michael became the terror of the fallen and the greatest defender of the light. His unwavering faith, his burning love for God, and his bravery in battle led the Holy Church to recognize him as the Prince of the Celestial Spirits, placing him in the highest rank among the archangels. But now, the question is for you. What would have happened if Michael had never risen? What would have become of heaven if no one had defended the glory of God? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so let me know in the comments below what you think would have happened. Throughout history, the figure of Michael has become omnipresent, not only in Christian tradition, but also in other religions and cultures. His image has been sculpted in stone, painted on canvases, and venerated at altars of worship in every corner of the world. However, here are some other verses where Archangel Michael is also mentioned, and his role in the battle against the evil one. The protection and mission of Archangel Michael. Daniel 10:13. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me for 21 days. But Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the kings of Persia. Daniel 12:1. At that time Michael shall stand up, the great prince who stands watch over the children of your people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time. And at that time your people shall be delivered, everyone who is found written in the book. Jude 1:9. Yet Michael the archangel, in contending with the devil, when he disputed about the body of Moses, dared not bring against him a reviling accusation, but said, "The Lord rebuke you." The spiritual war that still endures. Ephesians 6:12. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. These verses remind us of the battle that took place in heaven, but also of the ongoing spiritual struggle present in the world and within the heart of every person. In a world where arrogance and deception seek to prevail, what does the story of Saint Michael the Archangel teach us? Michael's story leaves us with a powerful lesson. True strength is not found in power or hierarchy, but in faith, integrity, and unwavering love for the truth. Michael was not the most powerful among the angels, but he was the most faithful. He did not hesitate. He did not waver. He did not wait for someone else to take the initiative. He rose with courage when heaven was in crisis, when darkness threatened to take over. His example reminds us that, in times of trial, it is not about being the strongest, but about standing firm in what is right, even when everyone around us doubts. Today, in our own lives, we also face battles against injustice, falsehood, and despair. And just like Michael, we must decide. Will we remain silent, or will we raise our voices for what is just? And so, the battle ended, but its echo never faded. Because darkness still lurks, whispering empty promises into weak hearts. But Michael remains standing, not with a sword in hand, but with the fire of truth burning in every soul that chooses the light. His fight is not over. Now it burns within those who dare to challenge the shadows. Because in the end, true victory does not belong to the strongest, but to the one who never stops believing. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to support us with a like. And remember, no matter how dark the battle may seem, light will always find a way to shine. See you in the next video.